I'm here. Zen Zebras. No, I'm sorry, I didn't put my makeup on. Just a little bit of lipstick. Anyhow, uh, Zen Zebras, Namaste Ninjas, Mellow Butterflies, Unique Unicorns, and Merry Mermaids and Merry Mermen. I know you're out there. Okay. If you didn't subscribe, please subscribe to Mystic Brady. Okay? It would mean a lot to the Mystic Brady Bunch and to me. Okay, let me just get my coffee and then we are going to do Gemini. I'm waiting for my, just waiting for my phone to soup up, my other phone. And I said, you know what, it takes a long time for it to soup up. I got to get to the UPS store. I got to get to the nail shop. These are a mess. I'm going to my old nail shop because I wasn't happy the last 2 times. Okay, anyhow. And I'm going to get them much shorter so that I could do my artwork. And I'm going on a trip. Anyhow, yeah, going to be mailing out my artwork today. The other artwork I'm bringing to Pennsylvania for my friend. And, yeah. Anybody here? Hi, Judy. How you doing, Judy? Nice to see you. I saw you the other day. I was like, I know Judy Bullock from back in the day. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're doing well. What? Okay. All right. So, I have been carrying around these papers for a long time. Okay. This phone here is my old phone, and it's only on, sorry for the close-up. It's only on, I think 30% or less. So I got to talk fast. Okay. I got to do my notes for Gemini. Gemini, I am so sorry. I'm so behind. I know it's Leo season. Happy birthday, Leos out there. But I didn't do Gemini, then I didn't do Cancer, Moon Children, and then I have Leo to do. So I am so behind in my astrologicals. But it's okay because I run my own self, okay? Because I do a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff for the kids, and that's important. Been doing a lot of stuff for the missing kids. Missing kids, missing people, and that's very important. Anyhow, let's get a little Palo Santo up in here. Where's my stick? There it is. Let's light a candle for the Geminis. Do I feel when I meditated? I meditated a long time ago to do this reading, and then I went in the car and I went to do it, and so many times, Gemini. Don't think I wasn't there for you because I was thinking all about you. Basically, I think Geminis will put their foot down, take their foot out of their mouth, if you know what I mean. Like, Geminis often are very passionate, but then they get mixed up when they want to express themselves. Okay? And so whatever I say in this video might resonate or it might not. Leave whatever doesn't resonate here. And even if you're not a Gemini, it might resonate with you. Okay? Because sometimes Spirit does that and they give me a couple of hints about, because they know, Spirit knows who's watching. Okay? And a lot of times apparently it's not the Taurus or the Geminis that are watching. Okay. So put in the, hi Carol. Hi Purple Pal. Hi Rain Cloud. Put in the even though I know a lot of your sun signs, like Carol Plant's a Capricorn. Rain Cloud, I'm not 100% sure. Judy Bullock, I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry about that. So put in your sun sign. So in case I have emergency messages. Finally caught you live from the UK. That's right. And I think Crystal Rose, is your name Sharon? Did you email me about the healing artwork? Because I'm pretty sure you're on the list. Yes, and So the healing artwork the list is complete. It's frozen. I can't send anything out or talk about it or mail it out until I get everybody's addresses. But hold on to your addresses because I need to go on my trip first, okay? I'm just like, I got to do one thing at a time, okay? I am mailing stuff today, but that's for somebody who they PayPal'd me the money, last week. So their stuff is ready to go today, and I'm just waiting for my phone to soup up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So let me know, Crystal Rose, are you Sharon? Okay. And then the list for the free readings, I did 2. I completed 2. Not many people are watching them. Okay, but I did complete 2 of them. One for Glow, I think it's Glow. She's a Libra, and the other one was for Taurus, for Mary. Okay. You might be wondering, what about the other 6? Okay, I will get to them when I can. All right, but like I'm always telling you, I'm going on a trip. I thought I was going to be able to bang it out, but I got very weak from the first one, and I wasn't able to recover. That's why I'm so pale. Usually I put makeup on, a ton of makeup on. But anyhow, so I have to be careful with my immune system because I have Hashimoto's. So I just, maybe I can't do 2 a day or even 1 a day. So we'll see what happens, but I'll get it done because a promise is a promise. All right. So I didn't forget about you, anybody, and we'll get it done. So just keep watching my channel. If you're one of the people that won the reading, keep watching my channel so that you see when your video comes up. What I usually do is I'll put like the next one coming up will be free reading number 3, and then it'll have whatever your birthday sign is. So this way maybe other people that have the same sign could commiserate a little bit with it. But yeah, I hardly any views on that. And I don't mind. I really don't mind. I mean, it's a little bit sad, but like if you're a Mystic Brady Bunch person out there, please watch everything I do, or at least give me a thumbs up. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. It's not that long. It's not incredibly long. I think it was 40 minutes. It was supposed to be 20 minutes. And of course, this mouth doesn't stop talking. Okay. So let's go. All right. For some reason, I'm seeing the number 8. So I don't know if it's a Gemini that was born on the 8th of June, or just 8 is important to you out there. Yeah. 8 means power and control and money. So 8 is definitely a lucky number. The month of 8 is coming up. So August is coming up. So Geminis out there, my Jerus, my Geminis. The reason why I took this crystal cards out is because you guys really need to start getting into crystals, okay? And you might say, well, we don't want to. Well, that's fake. No, you never know. You never know until you try, okay? I always have my rose quartz on. I do clean it. I put it in the windowsill. I put it on my selenite stick. Wear a bracelet. This is a stone. I forget what stone this is, but it clears out emotions, I think. Anyway, let's see what stone is good for Gemini. What 2 stones should Geminis be wearing, especially in 2025? Mental angst. I feel like mental angst has been around my Geminis, Jerus. And sometimes it's like a mental prison, but I want you to decide how much of the mental prison are others people putting you in, or are you putting in yourself? Take your power back, Geminis. I want you to take your power back, please. And thank you. And it might sound cliche, but sometimes that's how spirit shows me. when you're doing your affirmations, or when you're saying, I don't have enough money for this trip, or I don't have enough money for this house, or I don't have enough money for my apartment, right? Or my bills. The universe is giving you more of that, okay? So I feel anxiety right here in the throat area. So wear more blues. If you get tongue-tied expressing yourself, pray to Archangel Gabriel. Um, that's the great communicator. Yes, call in your angels, call in your spirit guides, call in your people that have passed over. They're on the other side. They're rooting for you, Gemini. They are wanting you to make out okay, make out great. They want you to, they just showed me a race and you coming through the tape. So that's like they show me things in metaphors. They want you to finish the race, finish something you started. Even friendships, even relationships. Okay? There's definitely a nail in your shoe. There's a those little stickies that get on your clothes, like the kids, especially in Texas, they roll around outside and they get up and all over their shirt and pants are those millions of stickies. And when they're really little, they come up to me as their teacher and they say, "Can you get this off?" Okay, and I'm like, I try to pick a couple off, but then I get it on my hand and I start to bleed. And then sometimes I put tape on them and I'm like, just don't roll around outside. You're learning a good lesson. Because they have to walk around with that. But avoid somebody who's going to be a nail in your shoe. Avoid somebody who's going to be I forget what the expression is. They're an annoyance to you, and they always have been. You have to stop putting up your boundaries and staying away from them. If you can't physically stay away from them, do it mentally. And then what I was getting at before with Gemini, with your affirmations. Sorry, I think I have a little bit of a cold. Or it's allergies. Just try to think in the positive. I'm so happy and grateful. I have more than enough money to pay my rent. I'm so happy and grateful. I have more than enough to pay my electric bill, my phone bill, and my gas bill. And then I have some leftover money to either save or play with. Okay? And then sit there and friggin' absorb it. And the reason why I'm saying friggin' is because that is the only way it works. Like, I'm an idiot, right? Okay? Because a lot of times I don't practice what I preach. And then I'm like, oh, that's what I was talking about to the Mystic Brady Bunch for friggin' 7 years. Okay? I was saying the words. I was saying what you should do. Do this, say this one. Here's the affirmations. You think I don't have them? Here's the affirmations. And if I open the drawer and they're all over the place, and I have books of them too, right? I've looked them all up. I've researched it. Affirmations for losing weight, affirmations for having enough money, abundance, affirmations for good relationship, affirmations for health of my kids, affirmations for my health, for everything, Devin's health, everything, right? But you have to sit and absorb and then let it. Hi. Have a nice day. My steps, I'm going back to work. Sit and absorb and then let it go. Don't sit and complain about it. Hey, Katrina, I did what you said. I said all those affirmations. You set me in the folder. And guess what? It didn't work, Katrina. So I want my money back. Okay. I want all the time I watched you back. Okay, no, it doesn't work that way. Did you absorb it and then leave it in God's hands? Just knowing this or something better will be at my highest good. I have that written down somewhere too. This or something better will come to me. Okay? Whatever is meant to come for me, whatever is meant to come for you will be there. You have to know that. Okay? Oh, well, Katrina, I don't really want to live on the street in a tent or a box. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying visualize what you want, even if it's just a plain thing, like, I just want to be at peace. Like, this is how my mother was. I just want an apartment, and she wanted an apartment where she could be at peace. And we had a dog. We had one dog, Princess, and me and my sister Susan. And my sister Christine a little bit lived there too. But she just wanted to be at peace. I have a peaceful apartment. And our apartment ended up being right like 4 doors down from my brother's apartment. So my mother was really happy with that. And that was a very good thing, because then that kept us close with my brother at the time. So, anyhow, this or something better for my highest good will come to me. And then absorb that feeling. And then you get up and you act as if something is coming in the mail, something is coming on the phone, something is coming relationship wise. Okay? I'm not saying stay in your house and, think somebody's gonna knock on your window and say, I'm here, I'm your soulmate. No, you have to get out there and just go out and date and move around, talk to people, join things that you like to do, be around people. Okay, even if you don't want to be. Nobody really wants to do this matrix alone. Okay, and especially the Geminis. We're better off with one other person, but they have to be the right person that matches your energy. They have to know Geminis need space, and then sometimes Geminis want to be clingy, right? And then sometimes they want to have space, right? Sometimes Geminis really want to talk and be listened to and make jokes, and then sometimes they want to be quiet and just stay in their room and watch their shows or just be left alone. Okay? So, you have to ask God and the universe. I'm so happy and grateful that I am matched with a person that likes to do the same things that I like to do. And if you need, like, I always wanted this in my other relationship, in my marriage, I always wanted the person to say, oh, I really like how you do your art. Because my ex-husband used to make fun of it and call me like that I was painting like a kindergarten kid. So I knew that if I was ever with anybody again, I wanted them to accept all the sides to me. And sometimes it's hard. Like Devin doesn't have a background in writing like I do, right? So but he'll listen to my poems, he'll listen to my writings. They're nuts. My writing is some are nuts, but he helped me with my children's book. He did the pictures. I did the collages and the writing, and he did the pictures, and he helped me a lot with that, because he is a teacher too, as well. But the whole thing is, I didn't ask for another teacher. I just asked I wanted somebody that was happy about me, that would say, wow, you're gifted and talented. Well, you know how to do this and that. My ex did admire that he believed in my psychic abilities, because I used to read his palm, and I used to read everybody at the party's palm, and I had a line out the door, and that would take me away from him, but he wasn't mad about it, because he was proud, that I was talented, but I was tired from doing that, because it was like it took me away from just hanging out and being with him. But anyhow, he appreciated that part of me, but he did not appreciate really the writing part. He did not like encourage me to do the children's book. I did it, but he didn't encourage it. He was like always worried about money. Oh, never saying like, oh, you could do this, that, and the other thing. And definitely he was always against my art. He said that was a waste. So I was trying to imagine what would I want in a relationship. I would want them to respect and admire my gifts and talents that I have from God. And as well as I do his. And then, you have to have things in common with the other person. You really do. I learned that. Okay, anyhow. So Gemini, I'm just going to pick out your cards for your crystals, and we'll start with that. And then, because I don't want to lose my charge, and then this. Okay. The first one I got is, okay, picked out two, because the angel said pick out two. Okay, so the first one I got is Pedialyte. And sometimes it'll look like this pink stone, okay? Kind of like rose quartz, but it's for heart, the heart chakra, and it's for family. This angelic stone was used by shamans to provide a safe environment around them as they explore the spiritual plane with very high vibration. It's excellent to use during deep meditation. It could help you reach back in time and heal old family wounds and trauma. Oh my gosh. Old family wounds need to be healed, Gemini. And really everybody, but I'm doing Geminis. So try to get yourself a piece of that stone. Like, if you just get the stone in the raw form, like, I always have stones around. And, they have different energy. This one is from my son, so of course it's from Budapest or wherever he went, but it's obsidian. And it has real nice energy on it. I could use it as a weapon. Okay, only kidding. Or am I? Okay. But anyhow, you get a stone that's small, and it's not going to be that much money. You can get it on Amazon. You can go into a crystal store. If you don't live in a small putang town like me, I mean, we had one crystal store and it closed. Okay. It was like a artsy fartsy right up my alley store. Me and Devin did an art show there, and it was really cool because Devin was never in an art show before, but and we were in it, but then they closed down. Anyhow, you could get this online, eBay, Amazon, or crystal store. And you hold it, you always put it in the sun to clean it and cleanse it. Or if you have salt water, put it in salt water. But I believe in putting a crystal, because you never know who held it. Put it in the sun and the moon, like for one day and one night. Then when you hold it, think something positive of what you want to have. Or sometimes I just hold it and I put it here in my third eye. Okay. Wearing a necklace is very strong, very good to do because it's right on your heart chakra. Okay, that's why I always have my Archangel Michael, and I always have rose quartz cross. But bracelets are good to wear too of that stone. So if you can get this stone as a bracelet or a necklace, or just if you can't do that, get it as a stone to hold. And then just make sure you put it in the sunlight or on your whatever this is called. I'm losing my mind because I forgot what this is called. Okay. Anyhow, not important. The next card you got, so that's called Pedialyte for the Gem Jerus. Okay. The next one that you need is called Lapis Lazuli. And it's so funny because this is lapis lazuli, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And that is for healing and emotional and spirituality. I don't know if you remember, see what it looks like? I don't know if you guys remember, but your Mystic Brady here, Katrina Brady, I did like several paintings using lapis lazuli. okay? It's related to Bethlehem. It was the stone that was all around Bethlehem, Israel. Bethlehem, where Jesus walked. Okay, it's really a magical stone, and I just learned things. I've been learning new things too. Even though I'm 61, I'm still learning, and it's like it blows my mind because it's like being a little kid again. Because I was like, I didn't know that, but I'm going to show you something. 1 second. Oh, just ignore that bone that you heard break. I know you guys heard a bone crack. That was just my knees. No problem. Okay. Okay. So this is for when people don't believe me. This was a jar that had all lapis lazuli in it. And I took a picture of Jesus or whatever, an angel. An angel, one was Jesus. And I surrounded it. I surrounded the collage picture. Wasn't easy to do with the lapis lazuli. Very spiritual, right? And when we did the moon water a couple of months ago, one jar I filled up with rose quartz crystals, and on the label I put that my 4 kids would all experience true love, true friendship, true companionship, soulmate, and be abundant and feel successful in their career and whatever, even if they're not in the career that they want. But that was all coming to them. But especially if you have love and friendship, you have everything. Okay? And then I drank that water that had the rose quartz crystals in it. That's why there's some in here. Okay? I didn't get sick. I mean, like I didn't get sick. I'm still here, right? Okay, and the lapis lazuli, I think I made for me for success in my business. And that's what it's for. But it's a beautiful stone. It's blue, but it's shades of blue. Some are darker. See, this one is really dark, and then this one is much lighter. Isn't that beautiful? And so what I did was to try to get my artwork out there, to try to get the stones, the idea of God, the idea of angels, the idea of the magic in the stones and the crystals. I blend crystals into my artwork, and there's a reason behind whatever it is, like jade or aventurine. Jade or aventurine. It's right here. Okay? And that's for abundance and healing in your heart chakra. See all those crystals? I have to glue them one by one. It takes forever. And this is a big canvas. But look at them all here. So that I wanted it to make it so that you could really touch this and feel that energy. Anyhow. Okay. I didn't even read you what it said. Okay, here we go. It's for aid in healing. Lapis lazuli for the Geminis, and anybody can use it. Emotional and spirituality. Balance is what this stone can help with, harmonizing your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical selves. It brings inner peace. When used with meditation, with this beautiful stone, opens your third eye and allows you to see inside yourself. You'll see the real you. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, if you Google lapis lazuli, you will find out that stuff about Bethlehem, Israel, and Jesus, and walking, sandals, walking on those stones were there, and they were put into the walls and the pavers, and I see that, like they were cemented into the walls. That was just a little vision. Okay, that happens sometimes. All right. Anyhow, I'm excited about lapis lazuli. I'm going to probably do another canvas with it because I miss having it around. And so that's what I do. Okay. Now, Gemini, don't go anywhere. All right. There's not that many people in here. There's only 5 people in here. Okay. Hi, Texas Girl 58. No makeup needed. Thank you. I just like to wear because, like, my 61-year-old skin. Look at this big age spot. It used to be in the shape of a Statue of Liberty, and now since I'm in Texas, it's in the shape of Texas. Okay. And it's just getting worse and worse. And then over here, I have one, and then it turned into 2. Okay. So before I go out and expose myself to the sun, even just going in and out of the car, I have to put foundation on because my sister has, who's also fair skin, has skin cancer, and she's gone through like at least 3 operations, like operation on the forehead, 75 stitches, operation on the side of her face, maybe 90 stitches, operation on the other side, operation on a hand just recently in April, I think 75 stitches, and going through radiation as well. Okay, so my battery is going dead, and I don't have a plug for this phone, so let's do it. All right. Gemini, stop saying I can't. I can't get into it. I can't change it. Change it to I'm doing it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I could, and you fill in the blank. Remembering who you are in July, and I know it's the end of July, but I started your reading in July. Okay. I actually started it in June, and then it went over to July because I had a loss in my family. Remembering who you are in July, be patient. August, the fire sign. A fire sign will help you to focus and to get that steam. But a fire sign is definitely important. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so go with your gut, your stomach, and gut problems. Okay, that's you. If you're having a lot of stomach problems, or even like reflux, what are you trying to keep down? What are you trying to swallow? What are you trying to not express? Express it, even if it's terrible. Express it, write it out. If you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, write it out. Then crumple it up and throw it out of your house. Go with your gut. You're going to have a change of heart from something that happened in March. Yeah, you're going to change your mind. Something was going on in March, and you're going to totally flip and say the opposite in July, which is now. Okay, relationship or job made you feel like you're not enough. Okay. Whenever you see that, you have to get away from that, and you have to start building your own self up. Is that it? Okay, no, that's not it. Gemini, things are looking good in 2026. Okay, still 2025, you're having the same issues that you had in the last 10 years. But they're saying in 2026 you will feel more settled in your dream house or dream apartment. You will feel like you have more abundance. You will feel like you have a positive relationship because you're manifesting that now. Just get the negativity out of it and get the surety in it. Is that a word, surety? Okay. New directions, for your gifts and talent also. Close a door on an old chapter that just keeps giving you the same result. From 2015, Gemini, think about this. I have this written down. I forgot I wrote it. From 2015 to 2025 has been a difficult friggin' 10 years for you. I didn't write down friggin', but I'm saying it because I feel it. From 2015 to 2025 has been so difficult for you. It's been a decade of decadence. It's been a decade of disappointment. Okay? For some, I'm not going to say for everybody, I'm going to say for some. Keep your mindset up That's why you're thinking about in the past a lot. You're memorializing the past. You're romanticizing the past. Okay, Geminis, Jerus, because gemstones, you're memorializing the past, and the past wasn't so great. Really think about it. The past, like your spirit guides are saying, yeah, it wasn't so great. But I know why you're doing it, because a lot of people you had with you in the past are in heaven now. And they want you to know they're still watching over you. And you might say that's a ripoff. I could say that too, because I got so many people up there, right? And I want them down here, but we can't do anything about that. That's up to God. So what we have to do is to move forward. We have to start making new dreams up, new affirmations, visualizing, what is your new plan that would make you happy? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 2 years? Yeah, I said 2 years. I didn't say 5 years. Focus more on now to 2 years. And visualize, what will your house look like? What will your apartment look like? What will your condo look like? What will your trailer look like? I don't care what it is. All right. What will your vacations look like? Is there a special vacation you wanted to go on? Even if it's just 3 days in the Bahamas, or 4 days, 3 nights in the Bahamas. Okay. Sorry, I had a small burp. Okay, I shouldn't have told you. All right, so things look good in 2026. New direction, when your new direction of your mind is more at peace. Using your gifts and talents, you haven't been using them. Geminis, you haven't been using them. Some people are disabled, some people have disability, but don't make that disability into no ability. You have abilities, okay? Do you like what I did with the play on the words? Because they're feeding me this. They're feeding me that, okay? And they have a sense of humor, obviously, and they're a poet, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, like, don't let your disability take over your whole life, because it's one disability. Or say you even have, hey, Katrina, I have 3 disabilities. So I can't. Well, tell me what you can, and can. For everything that you can't, there's got to be a couple of things. Can you sit at your table and read a book? Can you sit outside every day with a chair and talk on your phone? Could you go for a little walk? Okay, if you can't do that, can you go to drive to the park and just sit at the park? Okay, I'm just doing little, and I want you to write down 5 business ideas. Why 5? I don't know. I just saw 5. 5 fingers, 5. All right. Business ideas that you always wanted to do, but never had enough money, or never had the wherewithal, or never had the time, or never had anybody backing you. Okay. Just write it down. 5 things that you always wanted to do. Maybe 5 jobs, or 5 different businesses, or home business, or just something that you wanted to do. Okay. But it's got to be something that, like, hey, I was good with this before, but I can't do that now. You could do a piece of it. Maybe like how to install air conditioners. This is just an example. How to install air conditioners, but you have a bad back. So you could assist somebody while they pick it up and put it, and you could tell them everything that they have to do. Okay? You just can't pick it up yourself. You can't hurt your back, but you can assist them. All right? Somebody's very good with coupons. I don't know why I saw that. Yeah. And something with a flower shop. There's something with a flower shop. So, like, in other words, they want you to get your energy out there, things that you like to do, because God doesn't give you the gifts so that you just don't use them. God doesn't give you gifts and talents so that you can make an excuse. You know, you have to make it happen. Nobody else is going to do it for you. It's God gives it to you, then you have to find a way. Boom, find a way. And you can ask for help. You can say, please, dear God, send me my angels and please help me to know which way I'm supposed to go. Who am I supposed to call? How am I supposed to have the money to get the supplies that I need? And somehow something always works out that way. But I'm not saying sit on your hands. Get on the phone, call people, tell people you're interested in this. Make push yourself. My mother used to always tell my sister Christine to push herself, to put yourself out there. That's what she used to say. Put yourself out there. She never told me that, but she told her that. Because Christine was shy. Okay. And you have to believe in yourself, and even if you have to fake it till you make it. Okay? Um yeah. So close the door on an old chapter, please, Gemini. Yes, keep your mindset up. Financial breakthrough is coming. Financial break, you forgot about it. Six of Cups came up a lot too. That's an old original. I love this one. Six of Cups comes, and I was just talking about how, like, you know, a lot of things happen that were negative, and you felt like all your dreams, it was just right there, and then they went away. Okay, now you forgot about that. You had an original dream. Six of Cups is going to be another opportunity to make that dream come true. So it's okay to revisit that dream. And guess what? I'm going to... And I drew this picture of this flower. I don't know what it means, but maybe it'll mean something to somebody out there. It was kind of like, looked like a 1970s flower. Okay, next paper. Gemini, the summer solstice, solar eclipse, okay? You end up with a person. You end up with the person that you were thinking about. Vivid dreams, psychic intuition, summer read, hard work. I think I was just doing like words, so let me just read this one. You end up with the person, you have vivid dreams, you have psychic intuition, very, very psychic. This is a very psychic time for you. You always have your psychic abilities. Everybody has them, but you in particular, you're just going to have a knowing. And that knowing is God's protection of you. So he'll give you premonitions, and your people in heaven will give you like little premonitions, and then you'll be waking up and you'll be like, how did I know that that was not going to go well? How did I know that that person was going to come over or call me or reach out to me? I just had a feeling. This person's health wasn't getting better. How did I know that before I even got the phone call? Because your angels and the people in heaven are telling you. They're getting you prepared. Okay? They're getting you stronger. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. Okay? Nobody could do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. Okay? So, summer read. Yeah, maybe you should be reading more. Something with reading. Hard work, accomplishments, changes that you want. In the summer, new direction, the next chapter. Close the door of the old so that you can open the window of the new. King, Emperor energy. Yeah, so the Emperor card came out, a King of Cups came out, which is usually friendship and love from the opposite sex. But it also the other king came out. Not Pentacles. What was the other one? The King of Swords. That's usually a man with dark hair, but his hair could have gotten salt and pepper, and hazel eyes. I see hazel eyes around you. July, your work is continuing. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Your work is coming together. Secrets and revelations will be seen in July. Results of your hard work. Looking at your emotional reactions. And you don't want to, I go through this too. Like, I don't want to be so emotional. I don't want to be so emotional, but I am. And when I know that I'm feeling like extra emotional, I can't be around everybody that doesn't understand me or that their chemistry doesn't mix with my chemistry. In other words, like, that's why I loved being around my mom, because she would just look at me or hear me on the phone and say, "What's the matter? Are you homesick?" I'd be away, at summer camp, because I didn't go to summer camp. I went away with my friend Christine, her father, camping, and I would get homesick. And my mother would just know it. And we had to go to the payphone. There was no cell phones. And I would just talk to her, and then I would start crying, and she would say, "I don't want you to cry. It's okay that you're crying, but you're going to wipe your face, and you're going to go have fun with your friend." And I said, "Mom, I'm not going to be able to sleep. And you know, I think Christine's dad is, tipping the old elbow, and I'm scared of that." And she said, "Be brave. You're going to be home. Just focus that you're going to be home in a few days." It was a long trip. It was like 8 days, upstate New York, I think. Anyhow, you have to you have to call the person that understands your chemistry. They listen to you and they help you, or they just listen to you without judgment. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. um, the person that will say something like, "Oh, you're crying again? Oh, you made this mess yourself. Now clean it up." No, that's not the person to go open up to. Matter of fact, get away from that person, because you don't want your energy to be wasted on them, because they'll make you feel worse. Okay? Not better. All right? And then just sometimes you need some alone time, some hermit time, but then you have to come out of that phase. Okay? You'll be at your happiest when you are with your best friend and your soulmate and your animals. Animals are very important because they absorb any negative energy you have and replace it with positive. That's why I always feel it's good to have animals for your whole life. Okay, Gemini, 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 Gemini. Thank you. And those are my unicorn cards, and then I just need 2 angels, and hopefully I'll be able to read it, because it's so small. It's too small. Gemini, Gemini, Gem Jerus. What do we have for the Geminis? I didn't even think this would be this long, because I still have to get to the UPS store and the nail shop. Okay. I haven't been to the movies in so long. I really didn't go all summer. I know that was random, but that's what I've been thinking. Okay, so first we got patience. Look at that guy. Patience you do not have, Gem Jerus. Sometimes you have it, but then sometimes you explode. Okay. Now, this is really hard to see. Why can't I see it? It's extra small. And I'm extra blind, I guess. Pause before you take action. Trust your divine... Oh, I can't see it. 1 second, guys. You have any strong glasses? What are you thinking about? No, something's wrong with my phone. I'm in the middle of finishing reading. At least 200. Oh, just trying to see this card. Hi. Okay, pause before you take action. Trust your divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. I like that. Prosperity, a gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. I told you, Geminis, don't blow it. Use it to invest it. Use it towards one of the dreams that you have. There's 3 big dreams. And a house or apartment is number 1. Overcoming difficulties, the angels are saying. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Look at this. That's nice. Passion, Archangel Haniel. Oh, I'm just mailing out Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. That's 2 things, your love life and career. Trust and follow your renewed passions in your love life and career.